It's Thursday, 3rd of October, and well, good afternoon. It's Thursday, 3rd of October, and not been down very much at all over September due to work commitments and such like, and everything's being eaten, which is rather annoying. So I'll just give you a quick tour for September, but there really isn't much to see except for a mess. Anyway, walking down the end, and we start at the end. There it goes. Gonna start at this end today, as I always start at the other end. The lavender's doing really good. So, this is my plot as it is now, without being worked on for nearly 1 month. This is my flower bed. The lupins are doing well. Raspberries creeping everywhere. Look at this lavender. So can someone tell me when I'm supposed to cut this down? What am I supposed to do with this? So on this side is another lupin, and I guess this is kind of the pods. Do you save these? Do you let them dry a bit longer? Please let me know in the comments, that'd be great. And that's my bushes that came out of the skip, and just a few odd random strawberry there, come from somewhere. Interesting. So the raspberry cage, after all the netting up, had become a bit of a hassle, and the raspberries have come through the netting, and they've torn the netting here, and the roof of the netting have all come down, and it was a real job to get to anything. We only had a handful of raspberries. The birds got a lot of these, so maybe I'll just take the netting off next year. The birds getting caught up in there. What do you think? Any ideas? Maybe use this for another purpose other than raspberries. So looking around the back here, looks like my apple tree has fallen over. Certainly had some good apples on it this year, but it has seemed to have moved. So we shall have to try and stand that back up. So where most of the other plots on my allotment have given up and tidied up, I'm still trying to do a bit more, and I got these at the skip, which I've been told might be purple sprouting broccoli. They're certainly purpley stemmed. Can't see any heads. Let's just open the cage and have a look. Do you agree? These came out the skip, and they were pretty sad state of affairs. I've got 2 rows of these, and another row under this cover they've been eating. And in my next row over here is the kohlrabi, but that kind of is the remain of what's left. and then the last 2 rows are still my potatoes, King Edwards. The peas on the end have gone, and I've saved a few peas for next year. These were good, but I really do need to start thinking of spreading out the planting, because they all came once and then disappeared again. So we are rethinking that plan. My sunflowers, that I had a good thought about putting in the old compost bin, didn't really come to much. So that's that. And this is my other compost bin. Does anybody agree might be worth transferring it from one bin to the next bin, rotating it? Is that what people do? Let me know in the comments. We'd be really grateful. Helicopter going across the back there. So the runner beans have been done. I've left them on here. I've wanted to save a few. I've saved a few from the veg and no bed bed, and I wanted to save a few of these. So one day I shall come down and just take these off. Save them. They look good. We've been eating these after freezing them, and they've been nice. So here's a few of the beans that came from the veg and no bed, which was over here, and they've been taken down, and the remains I'll put into this bed, which I'm trying to fill as a no dig bed, along with this one, which has the remaining of the chard. So my next bed along, my brassica bed, I've got a few sprouts and they're slowly developing, and the cauliflowers I've just shot. Some more sprouts at the back and some leeks and some brassicas there. Along at the back with some more sprouts, if we can see them. Maybe not. So my next bed along, I have more lavender. This has gone massive, along with the one over there. So that has gone crazy. So if you can tell me when to cut it down. Last time I cut it in October when it was all dyed. I might even save some of these, put them in the car, make the car smell nice. Further behind I had the row of tomatoes, and they're all done. Didn't really do much on those. And then sweet corn, but as everything else on my plot, sweet corn's been eaten. So I hope my little critters enjoyed that, along with the sweet corn in the tunnel. And this was my sunflowers, but the recent wind has knocked them all over. And that's the sunflower from in the tunnel. So one thing I did manage to grow was a big massive potato, which would have been good for the heaviest potato challenge, if there was one. But anyhow, let's go go forward. The rain is in the air. It's not going to be that long. So this is just some random things outside. The sunflowers in pots. As you can see, they were a lot smaller than the ones in the ground. So a lesson for next year is not do them in pots. This is my rhubarb patch, a couple of random tomatoes. And the rhubarb's been covered with grass. So we can see if we can save them. Another lavender on the end. And this is my carrots. So they've been in here quite a long time now. So they should actually be bringing a carrot out now. Looking good. But they've been in there such a long time. And then on the end of here is the strawberries, which I've been trying to save a few in the pots on the end, along with a few more that I forgot to show on my bench over there. And the next bed along is some more brassicas, some more sprouts, which are doing quite well. They're looking good. Along with my random tomatoes. They're looking very good. Quite a few tomatoes still here, but as we can see, the rodents have been helping themselves. Lots been eaten. Big chunks taken out of the tomatoes, and little holes where they've been taking them away, which is very annoying and has kind of put me off coming down with the effort that I took, but I should still be positive. The next bed along is some carrots, which were in place of where the onions were, and the next one had a courgette in there, which has got a courgette growing. You can just see it there. Still comes courgettes growing. The big courgette at the end just died, lack of water, and the cucumber just did not do anything on the end there. So we've traded the tomatoes. So my squash arch is actually nothing. We've still got some squashes growing here, but they're doing absolutely nothing. And maybe one massive courgette, and we have one pumpkin in the weeds, and that's the total of. So that's a real poor show. So we have to share this between 3 kids. So we might have to pop to Tesco's on the way home. And I've got 2 random marigold plants that are just going tall and nothing else. So the rest of the plot remains the same. Needs sorting out, needs cutting, grass needs cutting, and the fruit garden still needs working on. But need to get some spirit back, and let's have a look in the tunnel, as it is just about to rain. One thing I always forget to check, and forgot to actually look, is the bucket of turd. It's still there. We need to reveal that one day. And I've still got some empty buckets from soil that I'm going to use for some more potatoes. And my water, still there. So this is the veg in one bed. The leeks are there. And we've got the cow that's being stripped. This is the kohlrabi that we planted middle of September. And the beetroot on the end. Followed. I don't think there's any turnips, although there might be that one there. Is that a turnip? 2 maybe? Or did we do swede? We did swede. And then we have a few line of carrots along the edge there. Some of this beetroot can actually come out now. And that's the kohlrabi. So that's all the outdoors. So let me take you into the tunnel and show you what's been going on in here, although not a lot. I said I've been in here once in September. I did tidy up some of the sweet corn and one of the shush. So let's have a look. Take you inside. So this is inside the tunnel, and as you can see, this is the bit I did clear when I came here on my last visit. And I assume this is some kind of broccoli, although it's gone rather weird shaped. And as you can see, the holes of critters and the mound of dirt and the leeks that were here have been eaten, and the beetroot has just been dug over, and that's the sunflowers. We've got 2 sprouts there. I'm not sure they're actually doing anything unless they're being eaten, but further down there's peppers, chilies and overgrown tomatoes. We have some random marigolds just growing in the middle of the path. And this is the grape. I'm going to move this grape outside. No, can't go outside. This is cucumbers, which is just totally all died. There's a big cucumber in there. This is the melon that have also suffered, but there is a melon, and there's 3 little ones here. We look into the peppers. At least I can grow peppers in the polytunnel, as well as tomatoes. Can have a lot of tomato plants to cut down. So we have 2 carrot boxes. These were done by my daughter and our friend. And then at the back here we had some squashes and tomatoes. These are just runners that I was intending to plant on. And then we got some more strawberries that I've taken off as runners, and need to put these into a bed. My intentions are to have 2 lines of strawberry beds here, and put the blue covers on top of those, as one of my neighbours up here have done also. But that's a job for another day. It's going to pour down very soon. I'm watching that weather, and we're going to make a move. This is an example of what I wish to do in my strawberries. So I need to copy this idea, put that on my bed. So thank you for watching. There's not a lot to see, but I want to show you as we kept up with the monthly tours. So please subscribe if you've not done so already, and one day you'll see further progress when the weather's better. Thank you very much. Bye bye.